So we have to understand what peace is. Peace is not something that comes and goes. It appears like that, but it's not something we attain. If we think that peace is something that we attain, then when we have it, we will be scared of losing it. Someone can take it away. If peace is something that we actually have as a possession, as an objective quality, as anything objective, then it can go. And the good news is that peace isn't something that we get. That's where we misunderstand it. We think that we get anything that happens, any experience, we think it's that we get it because we think that there is someone separate here who gets it. We think that we are aware of something. But the awareness does not reside separately from your awareness. We don't all have separate awarenesses. There is just one awareness. And similarly, we don't get peace. We are peace. The problem is that the thoughts come in, the feelings come in, and we get lost. We forget that we are that which the whole thing is made of. So we are already peace. We just have to explore what happens when we forget who we are. And we explore, how do we remember who we are? How do we prove who we are? Through our experience. We do it through asking ourselves, what is it that never comes and goes? What is it in my experience that never comes and goes? The thoughts come and go. What is it in your experience that doesn't come and go? The thoughts come and go, the feelings come and go, the ideas come and go, the teachings come and go, the sensations, the objects. Everything objective comes and goes. But we forget that there is a way to experience life that is not in subject-object terms. Nearly all of us just go through life thinking that that is truth, subject-object. I am the perceiver of that which is perceived, subject-object. I am aware of. We think that that's the only way. But it's not the only way. We can ask ourselves, what is it that is aware of that which comes and goes? We don't focus on the objects. We become interested in the awareness itself. We become interested in what does not come and go in our experience. It is only through that exploration that we can find peace that lasts. Otherwise, we're trying to hold on to the peace that comes because we think it's an object. We are the peace itself. The problem is we get lost into thinking that we are. We think that we are that which comes and goes. We assume that we are that which comes and goes. We assume that we are a body that dies. And so we cling on to life. It is very natural for life to wish to continue itself. But it can do this through an understanding that we are not that which is born and that which dies. We are not that which goes to sleep. The body sleeps, but that which we truly are does not sleep. Was not born, does not die, does not exist in time. So explore this for yourself. It sounds all very woo-woo, but in fact it's our actual experience. What is your experience of this awareness? That which knows life. Is your experience that it is limited and contained and has edges and borders and therefore is separate from others? Become interested in the awareness itself. You'll find that it's the same as love, consciousness, whatever you want to call it. It's not really nameable. When we name it, we put it into a box that is separate from everything else. But that's all we can do with language. We have to name things if we want to, or we just stay silent, which is beautiful as well, as long as there is an experiential understanding that we are not that which comes and goes. So let's explore who we are. The thoughts come, the sensations come, but we can just ask ourselves, what is it that's aware of this? What is it that's aware of that which comes and goes? Is that which is aware really located and separate? We start exploring and we recognize that this awareness is outside of time and space, yet here, everywhere. It is who we are. Human beings, animals, rocks, they're made out of this awareness. We cannot separate them from this awareness that we experience. So there's no need to worry and cling. What would a worry be? Just a thought happening in this cosmic dance. But that thought gets lost and thinks that it's separate, thinks that it's got to protect itself. But we can just let it open. We can let the tensions open and release through our remembrance of this very experience, our recognition of this very experience. When we really penetrate this very experience, we see, we experience that we are not the phenomena that come and go. There's a total freedom that's right here for all of us. If we can only extract ourselves from the world of objective things. Sorry, the camera's wobbling. If we can extract ourselves from being lost in all the phenomena of life, come back to the context, defocus from the content and come back to the context. We've become far too content obsessed. There is a phase of life where, of course, it becomes about the content and the development of the sense of separation, but we have to recognize that as a culture, we tend to stop short. We tend to, everybody pretty much stops short in our society of going to the next stage of development, of recognizing the greater context. I am not that which comes and goes. I am not the content of life. The content happens. it doesn't happen to me. It doesn't happen to you. It just happens. Thank you.